It's a very special day today. I'm sorry that was super loud. Did you love it? No, she didn't love it.
Yeah, it is.
Loud.
It is.
Okay, boys and girls, today's a very special day today. I need to ask everybody to clear the walkway on the right side, your left, on that side of the cones. The ROTC from Royal High is coming through that door and coming up this walkway. You need to have it completely clear so they can get through, please. Everybody, everywhere from the door up to the stage, that needs to be clear. If you can get yourself against the walls there, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, I would like to invite anybody who's a veteran to please come join us on stage. I know that we have some shy staff members who are veterans. I know we have some shy moms and dads that are veterans. I think it's really important for the kids to be able to see the people in our community who help protect our country. But if you want to remain out there, that's totally fine. Okay. And Mr. Baker could hurry up. I mean, seriously.
Mom said she'd be here to take pictures.
My goodness.
But I don't know if
Okay.
I trust her this.
Can somebody check to see, Ms. DeFazio, can you check to see if Royal is ready? They're ready. Okay, boys and girls, listen, ears on. We are going to stand, listen, lips zipped, and we are going to stand so that we can welcome the Royal Color Guard, and they're coming in with the flag, our flags. Make sure your hats are off. Go ahead and take your hats off now. And here we are. Stand up quietly, please, boys and girls. Quietly. Here they come. Quiet.
Stand up. Forward. March. Right. Nice. Change colors. March. Instead. March. Breathe, man. Pause. We're going to start with the pledge this time.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we
o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of gray, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for heroes who in liberating strife, who more than self their country love and mercy more than life. America, God mend thine every flaw. Confirm thy soul in self-control, thy liberty in love. America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea, to shining sea.
Thank you very much, Colonel Hofstad. And of course, thank you to the amazing, whose name I always say wrong, Kylie Sloman, who makes me cry every single year. Your voice really is beautiful. I mean, very good job. Excellent. Boys and girls, you may now sit down. Go ahead and sit. Okay, boys and girls, we are going to practice our great citizenship character counts behaviors. We're going to be quiet, we're going to be respectful, and we're going to listen. Some of this is going to be a little hard to understand, and some of it you're going to understand deep, deep in your hearts. So hopefully everybody can listen. Today we are celebrating Veterans Day. Veterans Day is a celebration for anybody who's ever been in the military. They've been in the Navy, the Army, the Air Force, the Marines. Coast Guard, thank you. It could be a man, it could be a woman. Some of our vets are still alive today, and some of our vets died many, many years ago. But we're honoring everybody who's ever served in the military. Is there anybody out there in the audience who might one day grow up to be in the Army or the Navy or the Coast Guard or the Marines or the Air Force? That makes us all very, very proud, boys and girls. There's almost not a better profession or job or career that you could pick. Because if you pick that career, you are promising to honor our country, to protect our country, and to keep America safe, sound, and brave. So that would be an excellent job. And I know that a lot of us already in our classrooms are working on some character traits that every person in the military embodies. For example, integrity, courage, citizenship, commitment, patriotism, and most of all, sacrifice. The men and women on our stage, up here, I'm gonna let you guys introduce your names because I didn't get a list a little bit later, have gone out of their way to take care of you. I know sometimes it's hard to understand, what do they actually do for me? I'm 5, I'm 6, I'm 10, or I'm 11. And the one thing I tell all kids right away is, you get to go to school because of them. And some of you go, oh, I don't want to go to school. Why are they doing that to me? Well, you know, most kids in the world, they don't get to go to school. They have to work, or they're starving, or they're hungry, because their countries don't honor education in the same way we honor our education. In America, every single solitary child is guaranteed a right to education, and you get that right because of the men and women up here on the stage. It's something to be very appreciative of and to be happy. I don't care if you had math homework last night, which of course you didn't have last night, but if you had spelling homework, if your parents are after you to read, if you have to come to my room because you were misbehaving, those are still all wonderful things about school. Because so many children don't get to go to school. If you're a girl, you should be especially proud of these men and women up here. Because girls and women all over the world are denied the right to an education. And these people up here make it possible for us to grow up and become anything we want in the United States of America. Let's give them a big round of applause. One thing I didn't forget to mention today is the 100th birthday of Veterans Day. We have been celebrating soldiers, men and women in our Air Forces, in our armed forces, for over 100 years. And one of the things that we started with Veterans Day is something called a poppy field. And veterans all over the United States, they make these little flower poppies. I don't know if anybody went to a shopping center this weekend, but usually over the weekend, the little stands are there for people to sell poppies. And what these poppies represent is a field where a bunch of soldiers, a lot of soldiers died. And what happened is after they died, this field, a huge bloom of poppies occurred. And it makes us remember the sacrifices that these people made for us. I have a little poem I'd like to read. It's called In Flanders Field. Flanders, I believe, was the name of the farmer the battle took place in. In Flanders fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks still bravely singing fly. Sacred herd amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow. Loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders field. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it tight. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders field. What that poem is asking, boys and girls, is that you never forget the sacrifice that these men and women have made for us. If we forget what they've done for us, if we don't respect them, then all their hard work, their sacrifices will have been for nothing.
Another, I don't know if you still hear me or not, I can't talk that. Another really cool thing about Veterans Day
is what we call the red table, or the white table. We're stand so you guys can see. Not walking anything down. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah. At many important military events around the world, or around the United States, and sometimes around the world too, when they're going to have a big meal, they set up this table. And it represents the person who did not from the war. It's the unmanned or unnamed soldier. So this white table was created based on the Margaret Thies Ravens book called America's White Table. In the book, the characters set a table on Veterans Day to remember and celebrate our veterans. This is an excerpt from that book. We use a small table to show one soldier's lonely battle against many. We cover it with a white cloth to honor a soldier's pure heart when he answers his country's call to duty. We place a lemon slice and grains of salt on a plate to show a captive soldier's bitter fate and the tears of families waiting for loved ones to return. We push an empty chair to the table for the missing soldiers who are not here. We lay a black napkin for the sorrow of captivity and turn over a glass for the meal that won't be eaten. We place a white candle for